Good morning, dear students. I, Vidyasagar, your SS teacher, welcome you all in the e-learning class of Modern International Cohesive. I am going to start subject Geography of Standard 8, and this is first video lecture on the topic Chapter 4 Agriculture. Dear students, we know that what is agriculture? The art by which we used to grow the crops on the plain land. That is agriculture. And the term agriculture, basically it is derived from the Latin word agri. It means soil, and the culture it means cultivation. That is agriculture. Agri it means soil, and culture it means cultivation. So basically these activities are basically concerned with the soil. Now your chapter start with some of the children, Gurpreet, Madhav and Tina. They are just going through the village. There they have found that farmer who is tilling the land and adding the manures to it. They just inquired that what you are doing. The farmer told them that we are just tilling the land and we are adding the manure to it so that we could get the wheat, and once the wheat will produce, then it will go to the factories, mandi. From mandi we will get our price, okay, selling price, and further from mandi it will go to the factories, and from the factories the breads as well as the different kind of the finished product will prepare. Now dear students, you will see that from the farm we all get the natural resources, and these natural resources further it is processed and moved toward the other industrial areas. Okay, now the transformation from plant to the finished product involve three type of economic activities. These are the primary, secondary and tertiary. Because on the basis of the production, on the basis of the farming, on the basis of providing the services, these all category have been broadly categorized into three types: the primary, secondary and tertiary. Now the primary activities including the those connected with extraction and production from the natural resources, like the farming, fishing, mining. These all are related with the primary activities. These activities from which we are getting the raw materials, these are under the primary activities. Now the secondary activities, those activities which convert the raw materials into the finished products. It means those activities which are directly dependent upon the primary activities. It means from raw material to conversion of the finished product. These are known as the secondary activities. Like the industries, the steel industries, the iron industries, the biscuit making industries, these all take the raw materials from the primary activities and finish the product and convert it into the finished product, and further these are known as secondary activities. Now the third is tertiary activities. Dear students, the tertiary activities, it means tertiary activities such activities which supporting to the primary and tertiary activities through the services. Which type of services? Now the primary and secondary both will require the transport, so the transport is under the tertiary activities. Now trade, banking, insurance as well as advertising, these all are under the tertiary activities. Now agriculture is the primary activity, and dear students, as we know that it includes the growing crops of vegetable, flower, rearing of the livestock, and in the whole world the 50% of the population are engaged in agricultural activity, and in India 2/3 the India's population is still dependent on agriculture. Okay, wherever the service sector is tertiary sector, service providing sector is also increased, but still in the pandemic what we are watching that all the services are stopped, but the main our primary activities that cannot be stopped, and it if it will be stopped, then all the peoples it will die of hunger. So these primary activities are just, you can say, supporting the basic support of our country. Now the other factors which are also required, other factor which also required for the agricultural activities, like the topographical land, like the land on which the crops are grown. Okay, these all are known as arable land. Okay, यानी कि खेती करने योग्य भूमि. So here what we found that the world map, see the PDF I have sent you, the world map, it is given here, and you can see the green areas, these all are converted with the arable lands. Okay, now the different factors are also important, okay, which are just responsible for growing out the crops, like the favorable climate, favorable topography, plain land, the availability of waters, and the techniques. These all requirements are important for doing the agricultures. Now dear students, some of the important fact is given here, like the agriculture, the science and art of the cultivation on the soil, raising crops, rearing the livestock, it all called farming. Now the sericulture, सेरिकल्चर दैट इज कमर्शियल रेडिंग ऑफ सिल्क वॉर्म्स, रेशम है ना, रेशम के जो कि कुकून से इसका उत्पादन किया जाता है ना. सो इट मे द सप्लीमेंट द इनकम ऑफ द फार्मर, ये जो है किसान के इनकम को बढ़ावा देता है. नाउ दैट इज पीसी कल्चर, मत्स्य पालन, breeding of fish especially constructed in lakes and ponds, these are related with the pisciculture. Next is viticulture, it means the production of the grapes, that is considered as viticulture. Next is horticulture, growing vegetable, flowers and fruit for commercial use, these are under the horticulture. Okay dear students, read the paragraph and keep watching. Thank you.